Rederinos friends, I am back and this is so weird, I just wanna laugh. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my room in Finland. If you're completely confused what is happening in my life and you're like, oh, you're in Finland but you were supposed to be in England for, well, forever, things changed and I made a little video. I'm gonna link in the corner. It's one of these corners. I think I will be answering questions about why I'm here and where I am actually in this video because this is a Q&A. Yes, this is a Q&A. So I posted this picture on my Instagram story saying, send me your questions about anything. I'll answer them in Sunday's video. Before I move on to the questions, I just want to say that I'm completely super confused about life right now and I am really tired. I really had to just like get myself out of my bed this morning. I never nap, but I've napped twice this week. So my life is really confusing right now, but it's alright. So if I don't make sense and if I'm like, in this video, it's because of that. Let's move on to the questions. I'm just gonna answer them in the order that I got them, but I'm gonna leave all the au pair and like future related questions in the end because there was quite a few of those and I feel like it makes sense if we first have the random questions and then we have the like au pair related questions. The first question is, what is your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign? And do you believe in astrology? Surprisingly, this wasn't the only astrology and zodiac related question. I do believe in astrology. I haven't really looked into it too much, but I'm really into like zodiac signs and like tarot and like, I'm not a very religious person, or I'm not a religious person at all, but I think I'm more spiritual and I really like the nature and I feel like astrology and like the stars and everything go with that really well. So yes, I do believe in astrology. I actually had to check the sun, moon, and rising sign because I wasn't sure about those. And I hope I did it right. Sun sign was Virgo, my moon sign was Virgo, but then my rising sign was a Capricorn. So I'm a sun and moon Virgo, which is also like my main zodiac sign. And then I got a Capricorn rising sign. I hope I did it right, but that's the answer to the question. The next question is, what makes you the happiest? Recently I've been feeling quite down and confused and sad. I've realized things that make me very happy. I'm really happy to see my friends. Physical affection makes me very happy. And I'm a very huggy touchy person, so it's like I touch people's arms and I hug them and I just like being close to people. There's just so many things that make me really happy, but what makes me the happiest is probably hugging people, being around my friends and feeling like they care about me. Just like hearing from people that they like me and seeing that in the way they are with me. I think that's it. Obviously there's loads of things that make me so happy, but it doesn't matter how bad I'm feeling, how miserable I am, if I get a hug from my friend or someone I love, it just feels like the world is a bit more okay, if that makes sense. And the person who asked this question, hugs from you are especially great and I miss you a lot and you know that. Ooh, this is so interesting. You can have one fantastic beast as a pet. Which one do you choose? Oh, I have to look this up because I don't remember the name of the fantastic beast. Gosh, there's so many amazing fantastic beasts in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, but the one that I am just like obsessed with is, I think it's the Thunderbird, which is a phoenix. It's just epic, it's beautiful, and I've always loved big birds and like I loved Buckbeak and like other hippogriffs and in Harry Potter movies, like all those big bird or horse type of animals, just I'm obsessed with them. I just love those. But I do love snifflers as well because they're just adorable and they would make life very interesting, but still, the Thunderbird is epic and I wish I had one. God. Ooh, then we have a very cozy question. What do you do if you have a lazy day? What I love to do is to take a shower and just like pamper myself, do a face mask. Recently I've got so into journaling, so I just love to journal. I just write and write and write and write, and I just love doing my bullet journal while I have a lovely, cozy, very chatty YouTube video on. I might go for a walk outside. But I think the main thing I do if I have like a day that I've decided to keep for myself, I just listen to myself and I just do things that feel right at the moment. I think I even have like a lazy Sunday routine video on my channel. I'm gonna link it in the corner. That's like from last year, I guess. So it's a bit old, but I still do the same things. Any tips on how to stay relaxed and positive during test weeks? Oh, test weeks in school. If you're new here, I graduated from high school in June, so I know a thing or two about test weeks and studying because I had my matriculation exams. It's really, really difficult to relax, especially for a person like me who is a perfectionist and who loves to get an A++++. So yeah, I know your struggles. I totally forgot I have a teacup here, but the twist is I don't have tea here because I was too lazy. So I have a fancy cup of water. I know it can be really difficult to relax and to kind of let go of the pressure and let go of the thoughts of just studying. But the thing that helped me was making a schedule for myself and giving myself time to have breaks. And I decided that from like 7:30 p.m. I wouldn't study anymore, and that helped a lot because I usually studied loads during test weeks. I would do a test in the morning, which was 3 hours, and then from 1 p.m. I would just study. If I studied all the time until like midnight, I would be exhausted, and because I'm a perfectionist, I would easily do that. So I just decided that from like 7:30 p.m. I wouldn't study anymore. And even during those like from 1 to 7:30, I would give myself little breaks here and there because it's just so much easier. But yeah, I think the main thing you can do to relax is to just make yourself a schedule, give yourself breaks because you need those breaks and you need sleep. Just remember to sleep as much as you possibly can because it's so important. And when you have your time, just make yourself a cup of tea, take a lovely shower, and do things that you love because you probably don't love studying to your tests. Balance is important, so study, but also do things that you love. They can be little things. And again, I am self-promoting my videos, but there is a video I made last year called 9 things I do when I'm anxious, and I feel like those are really good like things to do when you're feeling like and you can't relax. So I'm gonna link it here. They're just very little things, but sometimes the little things are the most helpful. The next question is very short and simple. Your favorite band? It is probably Imagine Dragons because I've been listening to their music for years and they're just great. I love Imagine Dragons and I'd love to see them live. Oh yeah, and then we come across the other astrology related question. Do you believe in astrology and what's your sign? And like I said, yes, I do believe in astrology. I think I mentioned my sign before, but yeah, my sign is Virgo. I was born on the 11th of September 1999, so now I'm 19 years old, and that's a lot of nines in one sentence. And here comes the last non-au pair related question. What is your favorite Lady Gaga song? Even though I'm not a massive fan of Lady Gaga, she is amazing and she's absolutely beautiful, and I've heard so much good about A Star Is Born, which I really want to see now. But yeah, my favorite Lady Gaga song is Million Reasons. It is an absolutely gorgeous song. It gives me life. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to the more au pair-ish questions. The funniest question here was this one. Where are you now? Are you in Finland or somewhere else? I can't keep up with you. I feel like even my family and some of my friends don't know where I am right now or where I was last week. Everyone's just confused and I'm in the middle like, I don't even know myself. But to answer your question, right now I'm back in Finland. As you can see, this is my good old Finnish room. I made a video about what happened during my au pair time. I was supposed to be in the family until spring. I had to leave much earlier. After leaving the family, I was in London for 4 days, then I was at my friend Sonia's house for like 4 days, and then I went to the Netherlands to travel with my best friend Julia for a week. A week ago, when you're watching this video, I came back home, and since that I've been at home. Let's see what I do next. I will update you. Then a friend of mine told me that she missed me, which is just so sweet. And then she asked what was the best part of being an au pair. Probably the greatest thing, the best thing was the kids. I absolutely love the kids and I miss them so much. The kids were so super mega lovely and I was so lucky because they like me too. I made a video with the girls. It's the sweetest thing ever. Even if I was having a down day, their energy and positivity and just like their crazy ideas made me feel so much better. They wanted to play with me, they wanted to give me hugs, and they asked me to do their hair, and I'm terrible with hair, but they like my braids that I did, and I'm a very maternal, kid-loving person. Kids were the best thing and I miss them greatly, and if they're watching this video, Jasmine and Ella, you're still like the greatest girls ever, and please give a massive cuddle to Theo for me because I miss you guys. And even though this is not like part of being an au pair, but I really loved England and I miss that country and that culture incredibly much, so yeah. Then I got a couple of questions on my Instagram DMs. I think these are great questions. How do you find other au pairs and how do you make friends? I'm extremely introverted and I want to do this experience to open up, but I think the first days and months will be hard for me. I was an au pair in Reading in England and there was a lot of au pairs in the Reading area. There's definitely different groups on Facebook for au pairs. We had a couple of Reading area au pair groups on Facebook, but then we also have a WhatsApp group my host mom gave me a link to, and that was very helpful because the WhatsApp group was and still is like much more active. If you become an au pair, you should definitely ask your host family, do they know any like au pair groups, or do they know that if there's a WhatsApp group or Facebook groups? And if your family has had an au pair before, you can ask from the previous au pair like where she met other au pairs. Previous au pairs definitely know more than you do. I'm a very extroverted, very social person, but still for me, even for me, the first weeks were quite difficult because you still kind of get to know all these new people. It's kind of like, like who can I trust then? Who's worth my free time? But yeah, it definitely takes time to make friends, but it shouldn't be too difficult to make friends. Of course, it depends where you're working as an au pair, like how many au pairs there is in the area. England is very easy. There's loads of au pairs in London and in Reading and like in the bigger cities and even the smaller cities and towns. You can also like get hobbies and kind of like sign up for different like exercise classes or like clubs or something, and then you can make friends who are not other au pairs. So yeah, there's loads of options. I hope that answers your question. And then there was another question, is the pocket money enough, or do you need your own money in order to live? I think the pocket money was enough because you get paid to live, the family gets you the food you need to eat. Some families also like provide them like the mobile phone or like a new SIM card for you. I'm not sure about the minimum what the pocket money should be. Like in England, I think it was like from £80 up. I think it is enough because the only things you need to buy with your pocket money is like own like beauty products, drinks or coffees or things that you need in your free time. And I am very good at saving, so for me, it was really easy to make my pocket money last. I even saved money a little bit. But yeah, in my opinion, it is enough. But I did have savings. I definitely had savings. And I think you should have some savings if you're working as an au pair because the pocket money still isn't like a lot of money. But you don't need massive amount of savings if you want to work as an au pair because I think the pocket money is enough. And then the burning question of the century. Are you planning to be an au pair again sometime? Should we spill the tea? Where's my teacup? Right now, I am not planning to be an au pair, but I won't say no to that option because I liked being an au pair. It is definitely an option for the future. Right now, I'm so lost with life and everything that I don't know. There is actually one family that has my number right now and they haven't contacted me. There is a possibility that they contact me and then I would definitely talk. But at the moment, I think I will get a job here in Finland, just save money. I definitely want to go to the Disney auditions more, so I will be traveling to probably England a lot. But yeah, I'm not planning to be an au pair right now, but I am not closing the option. Alright, those were all the questions that I got. When I started my YouTube channel, I thought that when I can do a Q&A and I get questions, then I'm a big YouTuber. And now I don't even have 1,000 subscribers, and I just did basically my second Q&A, because my first Q&A was a Disneyland Paris one, but this was like more like me Q&A, so I count this more as a first Q&A. This is so weird and so awesome, and I'm really, really thankful. This is just mental. I'm such a mess right now, but it's okay. Let's just end this video here. Should we? Guys, honestly, you're the greatest. I love you so much, and thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and if you want more Q&As in the future, follow me on Instagram, and also hit this video a thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button for this video so I see that you liked this. And now I'm out. Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching, subscribing and following and being awesome. I love you so incredibly much, and I'll see you next week. Bye!